Hi, this is Kathleen with Kal-Ven Tag and Title Service located at 627 North Carlington Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland. Zip code is 21205. Our phone number is 410-668-6000. Website is www.kalventagtitle.com. Hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and Sunday is 11 to 6. Today I want to talk about, I forgot to mention this. I'm also a licensed Pennsylvania agent here in the state of Maryland. So if you're a PA resident, you come to Maryland to buy a car. So when you come in, you make sure you bring the vehicle here plus your paperwork, okay? The vehicle must gone through what's called VIN verification in order for me to issue plate. That's if the title that you're bringing to me is out of state to PA. So today I want to talk about historic vehicles. Yes, historic vehicles. Yes, I want to talk about this because this has changed. I want to also mention to you guys that every time you watch my video or any of my videos, make sure I'm giving you that information as of that date. A whole lot have changed. When we started this business, there were things we weren't allowed to do, but as time progresses, MVA revises and makes changes that allows tag and title people to process. For instance, it will be like salvage vehicles, which I'm not interested to talk about right now. So for salvage, we weren't allowed to do like the certificate of title with salvage announcement, but as time went on, MVA changed the system whereby we are now authorized to process. So that's what I'm saying. So anytime you watch my video, make sure you look at the year of that video and the law at that point in time, okay? So today I want to talk about historic vehicles. Historic vehicles used to be 20 years or older, but now MVA has also revised this law whereby historic vehicles are from 1999 or older. So in the state of Maryland, historic vehicles are from 1999 and older. So if your vehicle is historic and you have if your vehicle is 20 years, if your vehicle is 2000 and 2005 that got historic plates prior to this update, you have to turn in your plate. You have to turn in your plate and get 30 days. Or you use your plate, the historic plate that you currently have, go get it inspected, and then when you come to us, you should be getting 1 year or 2 years. If your vehicle is 2000 up to 2006, up to 2005, and you are driving with historic plates, you must turn those plates in to get 30 days. Don't turn in your plate and then you now come to us to get 30 days. You can only go to MVA to do that. But if you want to use your vehicle, your historic plate to get it inspected, that way when you come in to turn in your historic plate, you have the inspection to get 1 year or 2 years. Otherwise, if you're coming to us and you don't have the inspection, the only option we have to give you is 30 days for you to go get it inspected. Like I said, historic vehicles are from 1999 or older and has not been substantially altered, remodeled, or remanufactured from its original design. Meaning, you have not changed the model of this vehicle since you got it. Some people will customize it, whereby they put like large exhaust pipe, or they'll raise the vehicle up. So if your vehicle hasn't been altered from its original design, then you can get historic, and historic is from 1999 and older. So if the vehicle hasn't been altered, yes, we give you historic. And also we have the one that is called street road. Street road are vehicles from 25 years or older and has not been substantially altered from its manufacturer's original design. Meaning, for street rod, it has to be 25 years or older. Remember, street rod are vehicles that probably people use for car shows. I don't know. I don't see them on the roads, you know, because I believe they're especially for certain occasions. So we also have historic vehicles that are 60 years or older. 60 years or older and has not been substantially altered, remodeled, and remanufactured from its original design. For historic that is 60 years, NVIDIA has done it whereby you get a one-time permanent plate, meaning you get a permanent historic plate, and this plate is just one that will be displayed on the rear of your vehicle. So if it's 60 years or older, you get permanent registration. Remember, this permanent registration, the plate cannot be transferred to another vehicle. Say for instance, you sell that vehicle, you have to return that plate and then get new plate for the new vehicle. The registration cannot be transferred, or that tag cannot be transferred to another vehicle because it's a one-time registration fee that you pay. There's also 50 years or older. 50 years or older. If your vehicle is 50 years or older, this is the one you renew every time it's expired. Maybe if you registered your vehicle for 3 years, when it's expired, you have to renew again. This one is renewable. But the 60 years or older is a one-time permanent plate that you get that cannot be transferred to another vehicle. The 50 years or older, yes, you can transfer it to another vehicle. That way you pay for another registration. These vehicles that are less than 10,000 pounds, yes. You know, in the state of Maryland, the registration, the historic vehicles are restricted. You have to find out when you are, I think it's like you use it to commute to and from, like around the neighborhood, and you can operate on the highways and all of that. So if you want to like drive it constantly to go to and from work, then you have to get it inspected. Even though it's 1999 or older, you cannot get historic plates for 1999 and you are using it to commute to work and fro every day. If you're gonna use it to commute to and fro, even though it's 1999 and older, you still gotta get it inspected if you're gonna use it like a normal vehicle. I don't think maybe you're even allowed to use it as a normal vehicle. If you want to use it as a normal vehicle, if it's 1999, you want to use it as a normal vehicle, you have to get it inspected, even though it's historic vehicle. So it's meant for just around the neighborhood, you know, to do errands and all of that. But if you want to like use it to commit every day, remember, even though it's 1999, you still got to get it inspected. That way you can drive the vehicle anywhere you want. You do 30 days at this point, and then go through the normal inspection and get the vehicle registered. So for historic vehicles that are 10,000 pounds and over, all these ones I've talked about are under 10,000 pounds. So for those that are 10,000 and over, such as the trucks, tractors, or motorhome trailers and all of that, so those ones, it has to be 25 years or older and has not been substantially altered, remodified, remanufactured from its original design. So for vehicles that are over 10,000 pounds in the state of Maryland, and your vehicle is 25 years or older, you can get historic plates. But remember, this registration is limited. You can't be using it to run your business. Because some people will use it, you know, will get the historic and then be using it to do their normal business. So if it's gonna be used as historic vehicle, then remember the activity that you're going to use this vehicle to perform is limited. So make sure you go to NVA website to find out how the restrictions affect you. And then for historic trucks over 10,000 pounds, tractors or home trailer that is 60 years or older and has not been substantially altered, remodified, or remanufactured from its original design. These are one-time registration that are not transferable. Okay, it's a one-time permanent, not transferable registration fee, meaning When you get this vehicle, this is a vehicle that is over 60,000, over 10,000 pounds, that is historic. So if it's 60 years or older, you can only get one plate. It's a one-time permanent plate that the plate cannot be transferred over to another vehicle. Like I said, if your vehicle is 2000 to up to 2005 and you are driving with historic plates, please turn in those plates in and get 30-day term tags to go get it inspected, because MVA has remodified or revised the law whereby historic vehicles are from 1999 and older. So if you're driving a 2000 up to 2005 historic plates, make sure you come in to get 30 days, or you're free to use your historic plate to get it inspected. That way, when you're coming to us, you are getting 1 year or 2 years. So if you want to, if for instance you're driving with historic plate and you come in to turn in your historic plate and you want to get 30 days, the document I'm going to need is your registration card. Even though it has the historic plate number as the tag number, it's okay. All we need is the VIN. So once you bring the VIN, make sure you have insurance, your insurance in the system. If you didn't get insurance when you did the 30 days, you have to be bringing me auto insurance and your driver's license. So for someone who has turned in his or her plate to MVA and is coming to get plates, you'll be getting 30 days at this point. You'll be getting 30 days. That way, you go and get your vehicle inspected. So the document we're going to need will be your old registration card, auto insurance, and your driver's license. So for an individual that you just bought your vehicle and you are coming to get historic plates for a 1999 vehicle or older, I'm going to need, where did I put this information? I'm going to need the title of the vehicle. Yes, I'm going to need the title. If you're coming to get new plates and your vehicle is 1999 or older, I'm going to need the title of the vehicle, lien release if any. If there's any lien on that title that you're presenting to me, I'm going to be asking for a lien release. Then auto insurance, your driver's license, and registration card if you are transferring your old plates to this new vehicle. The forms that will be required to complete will be VR005 and VR-096. The system will generate these two forms when you come. So all I will be needing from you will be the title, lien release if there's any lien on the title, auto insurance, your driver's license, and then your old registration card if you're transferring your old plates to your new vehicle. Okay, so historic plate for a dealer. Say for instance, you went to a dealership to purchase a historic vehicle in 1999 or older. Even though you purchase that vehicle from a dealer, the dealer is obligated by law to give you the Maryland safety inspection. A lot of people don't know this, but yes, this is more like a certificate to show the customer that this vehicle is in a good condition for the dealer to sell the vehicle to him or her. You understand? So if a dealer is coming to register a vehicle for a customer, this is for dealers who don't have the license to issue plates. So the dealer will be bringing your paperwork to me. So if this is an in-state Maryland dealer, if an in-state Maryland dealer is coming to register this vehicle, I'm going to need the title of the vehicle. If there's a lien on the title they're presenting to me, I'm going to be asking for a lien release, dealer reassignment, dealer bill of sale, odometer disclosure, contract sale agreement if the vehicle is financed. Also, I'm going to be asking for Form VR217. Form VR217 is security interest filing statement, meaning this dealer is putting a lien on this vehicle. There's going to be that the vehicle is financed. So the dealer will complete this form with the customer's information. Also, I'm going to need the Maryland safety inspection. I'm going to need auto insurance. I'm going to need the customer's driver's license. I'm going to need registration card if the customer is transferring their old plates to a new vehicle. And also, I'm going to need power of attorney from the customer to the dealer, authorizing the dealer to come get tags, and also the dealer's driver's license, plus all the paperwork associated with this registration. So let me go ahead and break it down really fast. I'm going to need, if a dealer is coming to get tags for a customer, is coming to get historic plate for a customer, the dealer will be bringing me the title of the vehicle, lien release. If the title they're presenting to me has a lien on it, I'll be asking for lien release. Then I'm gonna be asking for dealer reassignment, dealer bill of sale, odometer disclosure, contract sale if the vehicle is financed, form VR 217, Maryland safety inspection, auto insurance, driver's license, registration card if the customer is transferring their old tags, power of attorney from the customer to the dealer authorizing them to get tags, dealer and the dealer's driver's license, including all the paperwork associated with this registration. Remember, historic vehicles from 1999 up to, let's say, 49 years get 2 plates. And then the ones 50 years or older get a plate that will be put at the rear of the vehicle with the stickers on it. And then 60 years or older will get a permanent plate. It's going to be permanent, a one-time registration. That's the difference of this registration. So the last one I'm going to talk about is out of state purchase for historic. Say for instance, a customer went to Pennsylvania or went to Virginia to buy a historic vehicle, and then they have all this paperwork. The dealer will not come here to register the vehicle. The dealer will hand them the paperwork, or the dealer will make them the paperwork, you know, after like few days or so. So the paperwork I'm going to be needing for an out of state purchase for historic plates. You know, like you purchase this vehicle from a dealership, from an individual. Let me break it down. An out-of-state vehicle that was purchased from, let's say, Virginia or Pennsylvania, I will only need the title. Say like you purchase it from an individual, I'm gonna need the title, lien release if there's any, lien on it, then auto insurance, your driver's license, and then your old registration card if you're transferring the vehicle. So it's gonna be the same as individuals purchased in the state of Maryland. So we'll be needing VR-005 and VR-096 as for the forms to be completed. So for an out-of-state purchase, like an individual went to Pennsylvania to purchase a vehicle from a dealership, I'm going to be asking for the title of the vehicle, lien release if there's any lien on the title, dealer reassignment, dealer bill of sale, odometer disclosure. No Maryland safety inspection will be required, yes, because the dealer is not obligated to give you their inspection. Even if they give you the inspection, that if you are giving the inspection, the Virginia or Pennsylvania inspection, the inspection will not work here in the state of Maryland, so it's waived. So we're not gonna be asking for the Maryland safety inspection. So contract sale, if you finance the vehicle, I'm gonna need the agreement between you and this dealer that you bought this vehicle from. It's gonna show the amount of loan, the date the loan was, the day you guys made the agreement, then auto insurance, driver's license, and then registration card if transferring your old plates. So let me repeat this again. I'm gonna need the title of the vehicle. This is for an individual that went to out of state to buy a vehicle that the dealer is not obligated to register this vehicle. So what the dealer will do is to hand you the paperwork, or they mail you the paperwork. So when they made this paperwork and you're coming to me, I'm gonna be asking you for the title of the vehicle, lien release if there's any lien holder printed on that title. I'm gonna be asking for a lien release, dealer reassignment, dealer bill of sale, dealer dealer bill. Okay, excuse me, let me start from the beginning again. I'm gonna be asking for the title, lien release, if there's any, dealer reassignment, dealer bill of sale, odometer disclosure, no Maryland safety inspection is required, contract sale agreement if the vehicle is financed, auto insurance, driver's license, registration card if you're transferring this vehicle, if you're transferring your old plates to the new vehicle. So remember, in the state of Maryland, the historic vehicles that are from 1999 1999 or older vehicles can get historic vehicles, can get historic plates. And when you get your plates, it's gotta be two, one in the front and one in the back. Then for vehicles that are 50 years or older, you get a single plate that is renewable, meaning you can renew it. When it expires, you can renew it. It's not a one-time registration fee. But the one that is permanent is the 60 years or older. 60 years or older, you get a single plate, and this plate is a permanent. It's a one-time permanent non-transferable registration fee, meaning you pay for this registration is one time, and you cannot use that registration to transfer to another vehicle. You can't transfer this plate. So if you, for some reason, you are done with that vehicle, or with the, you sell the vehicle, you have to turn in your plate. And then if you're buying a new vehicle, you get another new plate. For, see, if you're 60 years or older, you get a total new plate. You can't transfer. But the 1999 and older, you can transfer, is transferable. And then 50 years or older is also transferable. So that will do it. I don't know if I mentioned everything here. So if you have any questions, please go to my go to the comment section, leave me your questions, and then whenever I get the chance, I'll be able to answer your questions. As for, let me summarize this again. If your vehicle is 2000 and up to 2005, like I said before, you are not authorized to drive with those plates. Please turn in this plate and come get 30 days. That way you go get the vehicle inspected. MVI has revised the law, I believe October of 2025, that historic vehicles are no longer 20 years or older. So they are from 1999. And I'm one of the people that registered. My vehicle is 2005. I've gone to get 30 days, and now I'm in the process of getting my vehicle inspected. So if you are driving 2000 and 2005, please turn in those plates. Either you use your historic plate to get the vehicle inspected, so that when you come to us, you'll be getting 30 days. But if you use your vehicle to inspect the car, you can get 1 year up to 3 years. You're authorized to get up to 3 years. But when you turn in your plate and you have nothing to drive, when you come to us, you'll be getting 30 days. I don't even know if the system, the way our system is set up, I don't know if my system will be able to allow you to get 1 year. When I did mine, I went to MVA because this is a new law. There's no system. We don't have any system that is going to understand that the system, the vehicle is switching from historic to 30 days. So it's going to be titled vehicle in my system, but I hope the system will allow me to use that feature, titled vehicle, then do 30 days, to issue 30 days. So when you come to me, I've not had anyone, the system stopped. I think, I don't even know if I tried to issue my own plate. I think I went straight to MVA because I turned in my plate when I was traveling. So if you're coming to us, make sure you get the vehicle inspected, so that when you come in, you'll be able to get 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years for your vehicle. Remember, 1999 vehicles to 1999 and older gets 2 plates in the state of Maryland, one in the front and one in the back. And then for 50 years or older, you can only get 1 plate. 1 plate, but renewable, meaning you can renew when the registration is up, and you can also transfer the plate to another vehicle. But 60 years or older, it's not transferable. It's a permanent plate that will be issued to you, a permanent plate that be issued, that the registration is not transferable. So if you done with the vehicle, all you have to do is to turn in your plate and then get new plate. if you are registering another vehicle that is 60 years or older. I think this will do it. If you have any questions, please give me a call at 410-668-6000. Thank you for watching, and God bless.